Whether you're a team leader, manager, or project lead, there are characteristics that can make or break how your team responds to you and how they perform in their job role. I've got a whole blog on 10 key characteristics of a good team leader, but in this video, I want to share what I feel are the top 3. Now, if you're new here, my name's Tyler, and I've been helping workplaces support their employees since 2017. I've seen how great leaders inspire, motivate, and empower their team members, causing them to perform their best in their job roles. But unfortunately, I've also seen leaders who disempower, uninspire, and fail their teams, leading to poor working environments, high employee turnover, and disengaged teams. So to ensure you're a leader who takes care of their team, we'll break down each 3 key traits and explain why it matters and how you can apply it to your leadership style. A great leader understands their team. There's a difference between a leader who earns respect and one who just gives orders. But what is it? It's not their title, it's not how much experience they have, and it's definitely not how loud they shout. The best leaders have skills that make their team trust them, believe in their leadership, and do the best for their team. So what's one of the skills the best leaders have? Well, the best leaders have high emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage emotions, both their own and their team members. But why does this matter? Well, think of a boss that snaps under pressure. Maybe they don't care how their decisions impact their team. Maybe they don't listen. What kind of impact do you think a boss like this would have on their team? Not a good one. Now think of a boss who stays calm in stressful situations, handles conflict with empathy and calmness, and they make their team feel valued and heard. Let me give you an example of a great leader using emotional intelligence to support their team. Imagine the team are working towards a tight deadline and people are feeling overwhelmed. A poor leader might say, "I don't want excuses, just get it done." But a great leader would recognize the additional stress and maybe say something like, "I can see this deadline is tough. What do you need from me to make it more manageable?" A simple shift in vocabulary can make a huge difference. A simple shift like this can help to boost trust, reduce stress, and make team members feel valued and supported. So how can leaders become more emotionally intelligent? Well, I'll share 2 ways, but I want to share the second a bit later on in the video. The first is to practice active listening. Next time someone brings up a concern, pause before responding. Acknowledge the team member's concern and ask questions to understand more. Then find ways to support them. This approach alone will make you a more effective leader overnight. Now, if you want to download a free team leader self-assessment checklist to see the areas that you can improve as a leader, head to the first link in the description box. Download your free team leader checklist to become a better leader. Now, this trait is something that can be easily fixed, but to help you understand the frustration it causes, I want to tell you about a situation where a team member was failed by their manager. I was asked by one of my clients to deliver a confidence workshop to the junior team members in the workplace. As part of their development, this client does their best to support their employees. Unfortunately, they use Love in Life to help support with this. But at the end of one of my workshops, an employee came up to me to ask for some advice. She told me that her manager had asked her to be more confident. She said that she felt like she was speaking up in meetings more, trying to voice her opinion more, and felt like she was demonstrating confidence in speaking up. I asked this young lady, "What did your manager ask you to be more confident in?" And she said she wasn't sure. And my question to you is, how can leaders and managers expect their team to improve if they don't provide clarity? Clear communication is essential to being a great team leader. Confidence isn't an overall thing. Confidence is about specific things. I am a confident public speaker. I am not a confident animal handler. Give me a pet rabbit to hold and I will freak out. This manager had failed their team member by not providing clarity and clear communication of what they expected from them. Did this leader want them to be more confident speaking up in meetings? Did this leader want them to be more confident in presentations? Did this leader want them to be more confident in their workload? What specifically did this leader want them to be more confident in? Clear communication is essential to be a great leader. So how can you improve communication as a leader? Well, check that you make sure everyone understands conversations clearly. And double check if you have to. Say something like, just to make sure we're on the same page, can you walk me through the plan? Or ask them, is there anything I've forgotten to clarify? A leader who provides clear communication and clarity prevents misunderstandings happening before they arise. Now, the best leaders don't just lead, they lift. They don't micromanage every little task. They don't control their team's every move. And they definitely don't make decisions for their team without their input. The best leaders empower their teams. Empowering teams is about trusting them and giving them freedom and confidence and support to take ownership of their work. Back in 2017, my first client trusted me to deliver a workshop to support their employees. Not only that, they were paying me to deliver it. That moment changed everything. Before I even delivered this workshop, I was empowered. Someone believed in my ability to support their employees. And now I deliver workshops regularly, helping companies support their employees, helping them to motivate, empower, and inspire their teams. But this started because I was empowered. And this empowerment spurred me on to continue on this journey. When people feel valued, supported, and given opportunities to step into their potential, incredible things can happen. So, here's a few ways to empower your team. A simple way is to delegate with trust. Tell them, I trust your judgment. Go ahead and send it once you're happy with it. Small moments like this show your team that you believe in them. And when your team feel that you believe in them, they will step up to the plate and deliver. Now, earlier I mentioned a second way to become more emotionally intelligent. Well, smart leaders are using a superpower and a framework to improve their emotional intelligence. To find out what that is and to truly understand how to use it, you need to watch this video right here. But remember, a happy workforce is a productive workforce.